Hello fellow gods of the gaming world, this is one of your own one-shot wonder here, and I'm here with just a little bit of a quick... Actually, it won't be a quick video, I will be honest. This is just a little video regarding the state of the Judgment. If you remember, I played the PTB for the Judgment a few weeks ago. And since then, it got announced about some changes at the Judgment to the Judgment that are being made. So, added visuals for when Divine Light reached maximum potential. Added Killer Instinct when Divine Light puts a survivor in the dying state. Added Killer Instinct when Divine Light misses a survivor by 0.5 meters. Increase the distance at which cast Divine Light is revealed to survivors. While Zealous, the curved window for Divine Light is a flat 0.3 seconds. I want to believe that seconds. Now, Killer Instinct when Divine Light puts a survivor in the dying state, that's all well and good, because sometimes you lose track when you're going for snipes. Killer Instinct Divine Light misses, that's good as well, because sometimes you don't know, and I found it out, you don't know if you're hitting a survivor or not. But these here are what is causing a bit of fuss. Now, I already stated when I was playing, and as you can see, and if you saw when I was playing the Judgment, if you saw in the 3 videos I posted, that the Judgment is a killer that is not for everyone. The Judgment is best suited for people who are willing to take the time to learn how the power works and learn the pathways of loops, because that really helps you get some rebound shots, slingshot shots, you know, all of that. You know, all of that. But actually added visuals when Divine Light reaches maximum potential, I believe, is actually for killer side. But yeah, there's one bit that's kind of been a bit of a hot topic, and that is increase the distance which cast Divine Light is revealed to survivors. At least I think that's what that is. I'm going onto DVD Twitter, and well, I've gone to DVD Twitter, and yes, DVD Twitter is not exactly the best in terms of good feedback. Yeah, I'm gonna look at oh shoot. I'm gonna look at I'm gonna look at what was actually said by one of the developers of Behaviour, one of the devs at Behaviour. Additionally, we added or increased the distance at which cast Divine Light is revealed to survivors. So in the PTP, survivors would see the aura of the pillar. I think it was maybe 20 or 32 meters away from them or something like that. And basically, that made a really long shot super viable and very strong. So while you're working on the gen, looking at your own chat, you know, yapping away and saying very funny things, well, you would get shot or hit by a pillar that came out of nowhere. So hopefully with this, it's going to help that not happen as much. Now this right here has kind of blown up the community. What doesn't? But yeah, pretty much they're saying the reason, pretty much this developer stated the reason. Now this is Polyester. Poly is not the developer of this. Is not behind making the game. This is end users taking on the Discord dev stream. Just gotta check. Yeah, I'm still recording. But yeah, but this has kind of been kind of what set the bar, and it's kind of just like set things in motion here. Yeah, it's not the fact that long snipes are good. It's the fact that he said made a rather terrible example of looking at your own chat. So talking about streamers and all of that, and the whole thing is, the whole discussion is that Divine Light snipes are kind of, they don't try and phase out that. And yeah, a lot of people are not happy. Me personally, I can see why they would want to do that, because it might be oppressive, but at the same time, this is just another nail to put into the coffin of reasons why people think the developers are survivor mains. I'm not trying to implement an us versus them, I'm just saying it how I've witnessed this. Yes. So Pixel Bush, someone who's actually used to main Skull Merchant. DVD is bouncing around lazy players because their enjoyment is preferred over killers punching properly is what should scare you. Yeah, that's kind of terrifying. And like I said, final nail in the coffin, another one. Alright, because it's been a while, but for a long time, most updates that Dead by Daylight, I rarely play the game. I've only played the game because of content and PTBs, but I've rarely played it. And, like, the last time I actually went on the game itself was August 7th, and I fully believe that's probably because of the PTB. I haven't been on the game in a while, and this is not helping. Not really helping. So it's picture post there. Another content creator, Xanvio, saying, I'm not really seeing difference. They state the issue of the beam being strong at range, it really wasn't, and state that the change will help streamers / people not paying attention. It should never be the goal to make things easier for people that aren't fully engaged. A lot of there's some uproar about this, which is never good. Normally, it's never good in a community for uproar. Unfortunately, the DVD community, this happens pretty much every single day. But well, whenever the news comes out. But this is equally bad because this is the community chapter. And you saw my videos, I was very passionate on playing as the Judgment. In fact, the one Aurora Star Dollar video I did where I went against the Judgment, the only reason why I struggled is because the Judgment was running the bounce add-on, the one that makes the Divine Light bounce around before sending it on their way. And here we go, like the Mr. Headache, a streamer, creator, and well, alright, sorry, just getting comfortable. Well, Alien, Xenomorph main. Unfortunately, I do agree that even if you separate the streamer comment from the conversation, the main intent is still not paying attention shouldn't be punished, which hasn't been and shouldn't be the expectation in DVD on PvP game with winners and losers. Let's go down here. Yeah, a lot of people are saying, like, as a DVD streamer, just know if someone is busy reading chat and gets attacked, that is on them, man. Part of the game is jump scares, not knowing when you're going to be attacked. If you get jumped while reading chat, that's just part of the game. Don't cater to it. Again, that comment is focused solely on the streamer comment. So it's not really the best kind of comment. Yep, there's people saying that this should go head. And this person here is going full on angry. You know, only created to defend this. Yeah, man, I wonder. Even why not just add directional close captions? Why can't hunters have such? Yeah, people are making like comparisons to like Huntress winding up a hatchet, or artists sending her crows out, or Well, I'll make one comparison for you, or you just hear a ch as the death slinger's aiming at you. Or someone's like, Myers is stalking you. I've seen that. Is it a bit ironic to nerf the community made killer because of streamers? There's another one. Change the character's ability to cater streamers is not the move. Again, a lot of people are like going back to the streamer comment. Which it's not the main issue here with this. The main issue with this is the fact that they're making it easier for survivors to know when the judgment is aiming. If I can find the... Oh, here we go. There we go. This right here. No. This right here. This is what they're planning. These little indicators around here is what they're gonna use for when the judgment is aiming the divine light at you as a survivor. Not you. I don't want to say you. But yeah. This is when they're aiming divine light at a survivor. This is just... Yeah, people are saying, streamers basically say it's your fault, yada yada yada. Anyway, I switched over now to just checking to see if it's still recording. Yep. I switched over to the, I know this video might be a bit long, but I switched over to the DVD, the one we recently created. The DVD, forums now? Spicy Game West and West. This just goes to show, like, what kind of ideas people have. Oh, DVD game mode hide and sneak. Actually, that's more of like an idea. Okay, okay, this one right here. Was this change for the judgment really necessary? You gain a screen notification when a pillar goes directly towards you. Like, why? I mean, I know why, and it's a stupid reason. Literally by increasing the orange of the pillar... was it good enough? Oh, for God's sake. Hang on. There you go. But yeah, this is... Yeah, just have to plug that in. This is what people... This is what people have come to expect a lot. And I did say this with the judgment while I was playing. I said leave the judgment alone, but Behaviour didn't do that. They're not doing that. They're making it so that it's now slightly harder to do some of the fancy shots around loops, and now it's easier for survivors to know when the divine light's coming from far away. Yeah. Yeah. So this combined with that has made a killer that's already gonna be hard for some people to get the hang of. I researched a bit before getting the hang of it. Even I was still kind of struggling in loops without the Zealous option. But the fact that Zealous now has a flat curve now, this is just not the way. I get trying to cater to everyone, and I would say that if there's been signs that the developers are catering to everyone, we did get the the visual nerf happened. Well, it's gonna happen in a hot fix where it's only gonna apply 30%, and it's gonna make only exhaustion recover 30% more, or with the other ones. But that's a hot fix coming. It doesn't change the fact that I am gonna be going back on the game. I did promise that when the judgment came out, I'll be getting the judgment, getting the chapter, going back on the game, and giving the judgment a lot. But I won't lie when I say that this is gonna be a lot harder to do, because offhanded comment or not, it would. God, the streamer thing has genuinely annoyed people, and a lot of people aren't. A lot of people are talking about it. The people that talking about it, but the people that want to stay out of it aren't talking about it. That's totally fair. But I thought I would want to talk about it. Yes, you are getting 16 minutes. This is not scripted. This is just my thoughts. But yes, final thoughts here. This is a bad idea. Apart from the Killer Instinct stuff. The Killer Instinct stuff is fine. And if this is for judgment to determine when to fire, that's a good change as well. This is all fine. I'm a little skeptical about this, and I am really skeptical about this. We're gonna have to wait and see, but this is gonna be but I'm just hoping this is not a case of Behaviour pulling up Behaviour and fucking up the judgment before they even release. Because this has been a chapter that was voted on by the community, made by the community with their ideas that are poured into the resources that Behaviour have to make the killer, and this is how they treat the community's made idea. It's no wonder that a lot of people in the community are furious about this. But yeah, that's just a short video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with all the episodes that this Gaming God produces. Follow me on Twitter and join my Discord server. Those are the only ways you'll be notified in case YouTube decides not to notify you. And I will see you when Judgment comes. I will see you when Judgment comes out, and hopefully things aren't as bad as the community is making them out to be. But I'm not holding my breath.